Okay, so 1 second, let me apply these drops, get the beer right. And then today, we're going to be doing this little morning devotional, right? Let's get it. Rub that in. Handy dandy glasses. Today is what? October 22nd. All right, October 22nd. Let's get it. No matter what your circumstances may be, you can find joy in my presence. On some days, joy is generously strewn along your life path, glistening in the sunlight. On days like that, being content is as simple as breathing the next breath or taking the next step. Other days are overcast and gloomy. You feel the strain of the journey, which seems endless. Dull gray rocks greet your gaze and cause your feet to ache. Yet joy is still attainable. Search for it as a hidden treasure. Begin by remembering that I have created this day. It is not a chance occurrence. Recall that I am present with you, whether you sense my presence or not. Then start talking with me about whatever is on your mind. Rejoice in the fact that I understand you perfectly and I know exactly what you are experiencing. As you continue communicating with me, your mood will gradually lighten. Awareness of my marvelous companionship can infuse joy into the grayest day. Oh, that was good. That was good. Oh, with this, I just want to say, just reiterate the first part. On some days, joy is generously strewn along your life path, glistening in the sunlight, right? And so that's to say, some days it's easy to be happy. You wake up, the birds are chirping, the sun's out. You actually wake up early. You went to bed early. You got time to make your coffee. You get to work on time. You feel me? The one manager you don't like isn't there. You found $20 in your car on the floor. You didn't realize. Like all these little things to be happy about. It's a Friday. Like all the little things to be happy about. And then other days it's the exact opposite. You feel tired, you're sluggish, you have projects that you're late on, like work sucks, your car is leaking, you have to stop and get gas, you were late for work, and now you're just in a mood, right? Joy is still able to be attained. Joy is always able to be found. Part of it is a mindset. Being happy, being joyous, being at peace is partially a mindset because the circumstances around you are always going to be fluctuating. So when you're able to remain constant and remind yourself that every day is a gift and that every day is going to pass, you can begin to ground yourself and focus on the things in front of you that bring you joy, that bring you more peace, right? Instead of being in a complaining part of things. And then the next part I want to touch on is recall that I am present with you, whether you sense my presence or not. Then start talking with me about whatever is on your mind. We can talk to God about anything at any given time. And it's not much different than venting, right? You'll go vent to your best friend. You'll go vent. People will vent to a stranger about the things going on in their life. And if you've ever had a good venting session where you were heated and you felt weighted or you were really sad and you didn't know what to do, and then you just poured out the content of your mind in verbal form to somebody and you just feel a weight lifted off of you, you can get that similar reaction, that similar release just by talking to the Father. You feel me? Or if you don't believe in God, you can talk to the universe. I wouldn't advise that because I'm going to say this. People be talking about talking to the universe, and I'm going to say there are entities, there are beings, there are energies that existed outside of God for longer than us humans that are here currently. And they're part of the universe. So if God's not talking to you, you might be talking to one of these little minions. You feel me? I'm gonna leave that there. It's not the point of this video. But at one point in time, I was like, yeah, the universe is so amazing. But why are we saying the universe again? And then I quickly just was like, I'm not going to give reverence to the universe because the universe was also created, right? So if anything, I'm going to say the creator, if you don't like the term God, right? But you can always talk to the creator. And if you remember the fact that human forms are consciousness, right? And this consciousness exists outside of us, right? They tell us energy was never created or destroyed, right? That means the divine energy source that we came from is always somewhere all around us. Here, regardless of whether you sense it or not, there is something intelligent always around, listening to everything that's happening, right? So this is just me giving you a little bit of encouragement to talk to the creator, talk to God. Empty out the contents of your heart and your mind to God. When you don't know who to talk to, when you don't know what to do, ask. And even if the answer isn't readily given to you, like I said, it's no different than needing to vent. And sometimes after you vent, you can just think clearer. But why not vent to the one who's actually in control of everything instead of to people who might not care. Exactly. So, on with that, we're going to move on to the scriptures. Surely you have granted him eternal blessings and made him glad with the joy of your presence. And that's one thing. Once you can start to become comfortable just sitting in the presence of the Creator, in the presence of God, even just being comfortable sitting in stillness, quiet stillness, you'll realize that there's way more peace to be found in the world. We just fill our days with so much activity, so much noise, so much sound. We get in the car, we're listening to music, we're listening to a podcast. We get in the house, we're watching TV, or we're in the car, we're playing music. We get out the car, we're on our phones, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram. You feel me? Like, we're cooking, the stove is on, the washer machine is going, the dishwasher is going. Like, there's always a noise, right? So when you really just go and sit in complete silence, you give yourself the time and space to actually see what's going on inside of you. And once you get to become at peace with what's going on inside of you, there's just a level of serenity. There's a level of serenity that breeds a certain level of peace and letting go. Once you're able to be confident in the fact that today is just a passing in the overall existence of you, you stop holding on to every day so tightly and you start looking forward to the next day and the next opportunity. And you start to release and you let go having any expectation outside of the things you're actively working on. Right? Like when I wake up in the morning, my only expectation is that there are going to be things that I have to get done and that I personally stay centered and grounded. Those are the only two things I expect to happen out of the day. You know what I mean? Sometimes I expect to make some money. I might expect to see somebody and expect to eat. But like outside of that, I don't expect anybody to be nice to me. I don't expect the day to be easy. I don't expect things to go my way. Like I just expect that life is going to happen today and I'm going to have a certain level of resilience to get the task done that I need to get done. No expectations. You feel me? So if something horrible happens, oh damn, should have seen that coming. If the day goes perfectly and great, wow, today was a good day. You feel me? But in the back of my head, we're already on to the next one because this is just a moment in time. So I think that's another mindset we all could benefit from adapting a little bit is the idea that this is just one moment in the story. This is 1 minute in time, and time is going to continue. And we have more opportunities to change the things in front of us, as well as the energy that you spend thinking about circumstances you don't like is energy you can be using to alter those circumstances and is